Alright, hello YouTube. I'm here. It's very cold out, so me and Chong went out, but I couldn't stay out there for 40 minutes trying to stream. It was too extreme for me. But I figure I'd still do my stream, but it's going to have to be inside because it's cold out there. It's cold like Antarctica that I'm going to talk about. But I was watching some YouTube videos on Antarctica and the different civilizations that they believe they see. And one of them was these underground tunnels. They put this huge, gigantic pipe and it went way, way down in Antarctica to get samples and things like of that nature. And anyways, after they did this, they found a substance from Mars. And it's something that you only can find from Mars, from the red planet.
Fudge!
But honestly, maybe this substance they had from the other planet could have came down with the asteroid. I don't know.
Fudge!
It could have been anything. So, but they were saying that there was this guy. He was, I guess, he was on a boat and he went through a tunnel and it came to a bunch of other tunnels and was just going through the ice, and they said that he ended up finding like aliens in a civilization. And he said that, they kind of like looked a certain way. They were a little grayish, or there was like different accounts.
I figured.
But they were saying that these aliens were very nice. They were not hostile. And they were saying that if we didn't like do stuff for our environment that was better, there was going to be like this big storm that was coming, like flames coming from the sky. And they were really nice. They fed him and everything.
Fudge. Get the hatch.
He ended up having to go to the Pentagon from when I was listening to this YouTube video, and they told him not to say anything about it, but he wrote it down in a diary. And they say there's a whole ecosystem under the ice in Antarctica. And I know that none of the countries can claim Antarctica. No one owns Antarctica, really. And they're real funny about going in Antarctica and actually claiming it and doing stuff. So there's a lot of skeptical things going on that maybe the aliens do live under the ice. And maybe they do. It's possible that they are living up under the ice in Antarctica. It really is, I guess. And they were saying that there's tracks and they have a whole list of things. So, I mean, honestly, they did find when they put these little pipe things down in the ice, they found life thriving in this very bad environment that's cold and you would think has no life. But there was like these crabfish things. And it was warmer down there under the ice. And they're saying that there's some kind of there's tunnels under the ice, and they're saying the earth is hollow in certain spots. And there's certain people, that conspiracy theories,
I said have a good night,
that are saying there's civilizations that like built a whole city under the ice. And then they were even saying about the Sphinx and Egypt. That under the Sphinx, they wanted, there's supposed to be an underground city down there too. So I don't. There's no account of aliens living down there, but they think that the Egyptians made an underground city. That's the thing. And maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But I guess it makes sense. It could be like a secret place where only the pharaoh could go. But there's a lot of accounts of these underground cities. Well, the one in Antarctica, the underground city, they believe that there's a lot of accounts where people are seeing aliens, and the government is telling people not to say anything. And honestly, if there wasn't aliens or whatever, I mean, what would they care if someone said something or didn't? So, I don't know. You could believe that maybe there's life, and maybe those crabfish, and there's not an underground city, and the guy that maybe was delirious, or cold and delirious, and maybe hungry. I mean, that's a possibility too. I mean, one doesn't know these things for sure. I wasn't there. I couldn't tell you if there's an underground city or if there's not.
We'll see for how long. To be continued.
But it's possible there is. I mean, I'm willing to believe that
a lot of bugs, so it's hard to restart.
There might be something out there for us. I mean, if you don't believe there's something. I was
already in the lobby, was saying I was still in a match, and I wasn't.
I mean, it's not very exciting when there's nothing in life. I think it'd be exciting to think that there's an aliens in an underground city in our Antarctica. And if they are, they would be friendly aliens, so I would be okay with that.
So how you been though, Steph? Besides the dog incident throughout in the morning.
But honestly, that's my husband in the background. He's streaming on his Twitch stream. He's trying not to say some crazy stuff while I'm doing the blog. So the stream that is going on is not a YouTube stream. It's a licensed stream from a Twitch person, and it has nothing to do with YouTube. So
same though.
We're good.
It was super slow at work for me too.
And
I got sent home at 5.
Anyways,
that's how slow it was.
It's just there's signs, and there is signs out there that there's something going on. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's aliens or just the government might be, or there might be people just creating these tunnels. They're trying to find if something happens to this planet, somewhere to go. Maybe they found a secret spot for things. What? There's a lot of people out there, honestly, or the government may just, different governments may store things in these different places. Because there's people there's people on YouTube that literally just build houses underground.
Yeah, the bear's going to sleep.
Maybe they found a way to make an underground tunnels.
The bear's awakening now.
For stuff down there. Because we really don't know. And it might not be aliens. It might just be the government. I mean, it could be one big cover-up, or it could just be, just one of 3 possibilities. It's humans. It could be a advanced species that pretty much built a city under there and thriving in Antarctica. Or it just simply could be, those crabfish and everything, and evolution happening, and a new fish forming. And then you gotta wait a long time for evolution to get a being that's more complicated. It might not be nothing. Whatever you choose to believe, it could be something, and maybe these tunnels, there has to be something to the tunnels. And maybe we made them.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not aliens at all, and they don't want to, and people don't want to admit to what they're doing, so it's secretive. We don't know.
Sleep eventually. Yeah.
I mean, every government does things in secret to hide from other governments, so maybe that's what they did. I don't know for sure. I'm not there. I'm not from the military. I'm not enlisted. I didn't make the tunnels, so I don't know. But in Egypt, those tunnels, I do believe those exist. The pharaoh would want his stuff more protected. And I guess in Egypt they won't let anybody touch that the big Sphinx. They won't let nobody touch it. It's untouchable. They don't want nothing doing nothing, even if there's underground, because they don't want that it being damaged. So the world would not know until something happens to that of a natural cause. It's just going to remain a mystery. And they even said about other civilizations that they had this one that I was watching, and I think it was a Chinese one. It was from China, and they had this whole big thing going on, and I forgot which, I can't think of the name of the ruler that came after that, but he just had it covered up. He literally just covered it up. It was when I think in the Spanish, when the Spanish took over or something. It was something like that. And he just literally had it covered up, and now they're starting to unearth it. And they're finding when they unearth it that there's something to it. He just, I don't know. I would think I would want to use it if I was a ruler and took over for buildings and stuff, but he wanted to build his own. So, but in Antarctica, there's something suspicious about that, because we're the only, I think it's us, the UK. I think it's us in the UK and maybe another government, but maybe the governments just have secret locations, and that's where these underground cities are. And I think possibly, I don't think there's aliens down there. I think it's more of a government thing. I honestly think the government's just kind of letting this alien thing run wild for this reason. So, that's just my opinion about it. I would think that if you were to advance civilization that had aliens, and you were an alien, why would you want to live under a frozen tundra? I would find a better spot to live. So I'm not going with alien. I'm thinking it's just a government thing. And there's probably secret things down there that we don't know about.
Stop it, Chong.
That's what I'm going with. That's the most logical thing for me to think about. Because I'm not buying that if they have all these big spaceships and all that, they're just gonna be happy with living under tunnels in Antarctica. It doesn't make any sense to me. So, I mean,
Chong, watch out.
Some people might think, it's aliens, and it's okay, because maybe it is, but it just doesn't seem logical to me. If I was an advanced civilization, and that had sophisticated spaceships, I would want to live somewhere good. And if anything, they would be the dominant. They'd be way smarter than us. And they wouldn't put up with our crap. They would take over. And if they were nice, they would lay down martial law with us. If that was the case. Because if I was an alien species that took over, I wouldn't want to. I'd want to be peaceful, but I would give everybody a certain amount and say we're going to do this peacefully. So I'm not buying it. I'm not buying the aliens are under the ocean. I'm saying it's sneaky stuff. And I can sense sneaky stuff from a mile away. And it just smells of sneaky. This whole thing with all these tunnels. There's just no possible way this could even happen. Because if you do, you got to think like somebody that's overly intelligent. You know what I mean? Just think of like the animals on the earth. We're obviously smarter than the animals on the earth because we're eating them.
Ooh,
and keeping them for pets. Would you sit there if, another species came with us being a more dominant and tolerate being kicked out of your house and having to live somewhere that wasn't so nice? You wouldn't. And these guys, if the aliens are like they describe it, they would be the more dominant, and because of just their intelligence, they would take over. So it can't be aliens. It really can't. And if their aircraft was that advanced, they would have found somewhere better to live. I maybe be able to buy that they visited. That I would. But they're not going to listen to us if they don't have to. It's like taking orders from a child when you're that advanced. And if you're an adult, are you going to take orders from a child? I mean, obviously you're not. So, that's what I'm buying.
I love you, but fuck that snow.
This is exactly what I'm going
through. 3 to 4 fucking hours.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have a scam likely person. I got a scammer that keeps scamming me.
If it's negative or not, it'll make it even fucking worse.
He has been all day bothering me with whatever this person is. I would have picked up as my mother-in-law.
That Tony K's, they didn't.
But it's not. It's literally just scam likely. And I was watching YouTube and there was I think it's I forgot the exact app, but it's for scammers.
Yeah.
And it actually calls the scammer, and it's a robot thing, and it has it's an app you have, and it actually bothers the scammers. And I'm thinking about getting it because I don't want to. If a name and a number with the number doesn't come up, I know I don't know them. I don't pick it up. I just literally won't. And I guess this guy was saying that scammers ruined his life because when he's trying to spend time with his kids and his family, they kept calling, and I guess he had a sick kid. And he got the app, and I guess it kept calling the scammers back, and he said he enjoyed having their day ruined. And I could see where he's coming from. It's like all day this number's been calling me. I try to block it. It's hard, and I try to call back. And they say you can't call back, but they can call you.
Oh, yeah, Thursday off.
So, I don't know. It's annoying.
Oh,
but, anyways, these tunnels, they have to be, honestly, it has to be something that someone's hiding, because no one's going to live in a tunnel if they don't have to. But if you want to hide something, that'd be a real good place to hide something. If you made that's probably what the Pharaoh did in Egypt. They can't find half the stuff. Maybe it's under the Sphinx. Who knows? He would have stashed it out and hid it. I would. Who wouldn't? So I'm thinking that our government's stashing some stuff in these tunnels that they say exists in Antarctica, and I'd be willing to bet they've been out there. They've been out there since before, even before the '80s, and they've been out there constantly. So, if you have all these people volunteering to go to Antarctica, maybe these guys are finding a way of starting to dig to build things.
What?
That only makes sense. It would be hard, but maybe they have found somewhat of a way. I mean, we are smart people. We made the James Webb telescope, the human species. And if we can make a telescope that's going to go all through space. We can make some kind of underground caverns in Antarctica because we're not stupid people. So I really do think that is true. And I really think all this alien stuff is a cover up for that. I will be willing to entertain the idea they visited. You know, everybody goes to Florida and places like that to visit, but they're not going to stay if they don't like it. And if they're not going to be number one. Because if they're that smart, they found another better place. It's like going shopping. You're going to go somewhere else for a better deal. And honestly, these guys just want somewhere for a better bargain, a better planet. And if they're that smart, maybe their planet exploded somehow in another. Maybe their planet exploded, and they were looking around for planets to harvest. If you're that smart, you can go from planet to planet, find life that isn't as smart as you, and just take over. But you would study the planet. Maybe they already have. I believe we have had visitors from these different multi-dimensions and maybe different galaxies, and maybe they looked at our resources to see if they stayed here, if it would make them sick. Because if you think about it, we have a lot of diseases, and we got a lot of things, and we got different elements.
Motherfucker!
It might make somebody sick from another. It might honestly make someone sick from another galaxy to come here. Because if we went to another galaxy and was there, we might not be able to withstand the gravitational pull. You gotta factor in that. What's in the air you're breathing? They might not be able to breathe our air very efficiently. Because if they go somewhere where they could breathe that air, then they come here, we got different air and everything. And it wouldn't benefit them. And maybe I would entertain the idea that they probably did take a couple people for testing. That I do. I am going to entertain that too. Maybe to see how our body can withstand some of the things. But if their body can't withstand any of the stuff,
I will.
And obviously they're going to have a kind of immune system than us. They're going to eat different than us. They're going to metabolize different than us. There's going to be a lot of things done differently. So, I'm willing to entertain all that with that. And maybe they did take people in spaceships. And honestly, these people, they may have introduced them to, like, let's say,
sounds nice,
what they breathe.
Never been
and
there
maybe
before.
A lot of these people, maybe some people didn't come back. I mean, it's horrible to say, but they may have not came back with some of the testing.
Hey, why not?
Because they're probably were honestly testing for different things.
With your new friend.
They were probably seeing how we would stand ours, and they were trying to get
stuff
more compatible to us to see if our planet was worth coming to. And they probably just left eventually. Because there's other galaxies. They can do more.
Yesterday when she asked me to be honest.
They could do more than we could do.
Now she's acting a little,
So, that's what I'm thinking about that subject.
But no, bro.
Because aliens is something I do believe do exist, now, but they're not all obsessed with us.
And all that stuff.
It makes no sense for them to be obsessed with us. It's not logical. And you got to think like an alien if you're going to believe there's an alien.
She texted me back today saying...
Because it's the only way to do it, to get a good probability and to get good answers.
What's up?
Maybe they actually have tried to help us from time to time.
Well,
because they're out there with their spacecrafts and stuff.
If I had a chance,
But maybe they just don't want to interfere because they got their own problems. Because you would if you're trying to find a planet, and eventually they're going to find a planet somewhere.
She said she didn't want to ruin our friendship.
So.
And I'm like, I get it. But then when she said she wanted me to tell her what I had on my mind.
That's all I'm saying.
So I told her. And then she told me.
So.
Then she told me it was definitely interesting.
But, like I said, I'm just. Honestly, we're going with.
She said was interested.
There could be underground tunnels, but it's not the aliens. It's
I can't
us.
fucking speak right now.
So,
when I texted her, she said it was very.
I'm going to turn this camera around and take a smoke break.
Maybe she might, because like after that, she just texted me back for like 5 hours.
Now I gotta see what I'm doing. I don't want to exit out.
Text me back today at like 4 when I didn't realize I was at work. I said, "Hey, love, how you doing?"
All right, I'm gonna do this here, but I'm having my little smoke break. But anyways, he's chewing this toy. It's cold out. He didn't even want to go for an hour walk out, but. Honestly, I'm not. That's why I'm saying I'm not discrediting anybody's ideas that there is aliens, because I honestly agree with them. I disagree that we might not be their first choice, because everybody's acting like these aliens are desperate. If you're that smart, you're not that desperate. That's the thing.
Oh, hell no. My batteries are low. My batteries are low. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! You got fragrance. Oh my God! He is. That shit just lagged on me. I'm gonna get that wood, motherfucker.
See, this is what it's like living with a Twitch streamer. I don't know if I'm allowed. I guess I'll find out if this video gets shut down, but he's playing Dead by Daylight.
Oh, no Lightborn. I repeat, no Lightborn. I know he does, but I got he's mad because I got my flashlight back right when I realized he had that bullshit. I picked it up in front of him. He was big mad.
This is what all the commotion's about.
Ah! Damn it! I didn't know. I thought he was still. God damn it! I thought he was still on you. Damn! I should have paid attention.
This is what this commotion is.
He's coming to pick me up. Oh, really? You don't remember where I was at? Oh, he got mad. He got mad with that snowball. No, I know you did. He got mad, bro. He was like, he's still there like, oh, no, you didn't. So you got distracted. You could have got another hook.
But anyways.
That's what I'm saying. He could have got a hook, but he didn't get nothing.
This is Dark Angel The Fall streaming
thank you.
from Twitch.
Thank you for the touches.
He got home early, so this is what happens when the husband comes home early. We can watch.
Is it still near the garage? Because I'm working on the gym that's in the garage. Okay.
I'll let you guys watch the rest of his game since it's so exciting because he's screaming over here.
Shit, I'm about to roll up one after this match. About to roll me up a J. Yeah, that's all I smoke now, Steph. Just J's. Nah. You know, I decided 2024 I'm going to run a little more healthier way of smoking. The tape way. And the hemp too. The hemp wrap as well.
I just wanted YouTube to know he has his medical card.
You ladies scared the shit out of me.
He got it from Nug
Not gonna
MD.
lie. No, you good? I'll get him. I'm getting him. Go, brother. Did he hit you and leave? Or is he following you? Okay. Where you at, brother? I'm right behind you. I'll take that hit. Yeah, motherfucker. Hug up against that fucking shit I did. Just open up that door if you have to. Open up that door. Open up that door. Please, thank you. Go, bro. I'll take that hit for you. Wait, both doors open? Yep, I'm taking the hatch. Zoom.
Alright, I think this is allowed because I haven't got any notification about they're detecting a YouTube stream or anything. So I believe this is allowed, or it would have been tagged by now.
Well, man. Yeah, he came right back
Okay.
after you.
All right, well, I guess we'll go ahead and I'll let this go to my usual 50 minutes and we'll just stream him for a little bit since I already said what I needed to say about the tunnels in Antarctica.
He was pretty mad at you. He's the doggy Coco. I'm the human Coco.
See why he's waiting his match. He talks to his people. He's he's a person of the people. You got to give him that much.
Oh, smoke some for you stuff?
And there's the
I will say you
Chong.
sound high, girl. I will say I'll smoke a lot for
Chong's a
you
very
because you
good
already seem
boy.
like you high.
He's my baby and
I was gonna ask you
and
that.
my
You get
best
smoke for you?
friend. We hang out every single day, me and Chong. And I love him very much. He's a very good boy.
I'm rolling up real quick, like usual. Yes, I
But
have.
since he's
Yes,
on a
I have.
smoke break and this is almost 40 minutes, I'm probably going to
Oh,
close up here with the ideas think critical, think
oh,
and do my usual. Think with logic. Don't discard people's ideas, but maybe try to make sense of it some point like I did. I'm not telling that the alien people that believe in aliens are crazy because I do believe there's aliens, but I don't believe they want to be on Earth. Because I believe if any alien wanted to be here, like I said, they wouldn't be listening to us because they're way smarter.
it's like 30.
I
One,
don't think we need to worry about aliens
30.
wanting to live here.
This morning though it was like
So,
29 degrees
and if
when I woke
anything, they
up.
might want to help us. I don't know. But that's what here at Chong we're going with because I got to think of the most
Okay.
logical thing that's possible. And that's the most logical thing that possibly can be possible. So, I'm going to close up this conversation and think critical.
Open that window, sir.
And I hope everybody has a very good day. And thank you for listening to my stream. Well, YouTube didn't say nothing.